Yepa! I'm Diego. I'm a musician, producer, mixing engineer. I play mainly the drums, and then I play this. I play this one. Haha! Look how beautiful it is. I also play this one. Oh! Woo! Nightwish. Yes, I know Nightwish since a long time, but I remember like 2 or 3 songs. One was the first I ever heard, and it was Over the Hills and Far Away. The second one was a song I had to learn in 2009. I don't remember the name anymore. And last year I had to play one song of them also, Ever Something. I don't remember the name anymore. So yeah, I know how they are more or less. And I think I have to catch up a lot because I only know the old songs. So I'm really curious to see if the band is evolving or are still doing more of the same. I will just go and put their name, and whatever first song comes out, I will listen to it. So, Nightwish. Cool. Yeah, of course, they have a new singer, of course. I also knew the Phantom of the Opera, like the album version. Mostly like videos or something like that. So let's go to their channel, maybe I can find something there. Wait, shut up! There. So, live. There. Wow. So, they haven't released much new stuff since like a while, right? Like 3 years ago. Alright, before we start, a couple of important things. My reactions work in a way that I first watch a song that I've never heard before. I let it play entirely. Then at the end of it, I will tell you what I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna talk about whatever comes to my mind, video, composition, mixing, drumming, whatever comes, like the highlights. And then we're gonna go segment by segment of the song and give it like a second listen and more like an analysis of each part of it and see how the production is going. If you want to see more of these videos being done, go to my Patreon, subscribe. You can also just subscribe for free. I'm gonna put stuff there for free, also for paid. Also, in my Patreon, I will be taking suggestions for the next reactions. Since, in YouTube, I really depend on what's popular, what's being heard in the moment. And on my Patreon, I can just do the requests. You contribute with a monthly subscription, and then I will do reactions to whatever you want me to do, even if it's your own music. Let's create a community and have fun. Now let's check out Nightwish, How's the Heart?
story took the lead. Rose up through the hidden note, you know where you've been there. Now there's one who came from me, a child of light, another tale. Dear one, night will come but not to stay. Oh, why? The answer's in the house, the heart, underneath the silence. House, the world, drowning in the mire. Let us sound a human being. Come in, the fire's warm, burn the rope and then some more. Fair winds fly towards the cold. Fires are being lost to words, a beating heart, a beating heart. How is that heart underneath the silence? How is the one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's burn. How is that heart underneath the silence? How is the one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's warm. How's that heart underneath the silence? How's the one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human paean. Come on in. How's that heart underneath the silence? How's the one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human paean. Come on in, the fire's warm. Now the blade and some. How's that heart? How's that one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human paean. Come on in, the fire's warm. Now the blade and some. How's the heart underneath the silence? How's the one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human paean. Come in, the fire's warm, burn the rope and dance some more.
It could have been a bit shorter, the song, I think. There's just a lot of repeating of this chorus. One chorus less, maybe it will have been cooler. That's the thing. But yeah, I really like the new singer a lot. I know it's not really good to compare artists because it's not like a quantic thing. There's no numbers on it. But I have the feeling that the previous singer was more like in the opera lyric type of voice, more like soft. And she's more into the pop direction. She has more like a raw kind of voice. I think it's more like if you take all of the instruments behind, you can still play all of this with an acoustic guitar on a fireplace. The main thing here is the vocalist. That's the most colorful element of everything, of all of this instrumentation. Since the drums are super easy, the guitars are open chords, everything is just pretty like long chords, and the real fun here is the vocals, right? And then in the middle there's a cool couple of modulations which add some difference. That's something I think very typical from Nightwish, to have these modulations in the middle. The sound is great. Excellent mix, like always. There's nothing to say about it. It's very traditional, high quality from the Scandinavian metal. It was hard to pay attention to everything at the same time, but I like the lyrics, the general sense of the song. I really feel it. I even composed a song like that, Link over there. It's in Spanish, but it talks about the same, like city against nature, the lack of connection and the anonymity in the modern life in cities. Let's check piece by piece and try to analyze what's happening. By the way, the video, yeah, it's a visualizer, so there's not really much happening. There's not really much to talk about from the video, so we can deep more into the music. So let's go. Heartbeat, check. Good. So the guitars are pretty like easy, like dan 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 dan, and the drums is really supporting that da dan da dan da dan, which is cool because it's a bit different. Then we have this instrument. Is that the nickel harp? We have like a bagpipe kind of instrument there, and the first thought that came to my mind is there's a video game that is super cool. It's called Northgard, and I love it. I played it a lot, and it's about like Viking settlers. That type of folk instruments reminded me of that.
We see a mother with no child. We meet a stranger, poor exile. How's the heart while it still beats? As to no one, another John Doe.
Basically, yeah, everyone in the city is anonymous and nobody asks. I'm really living that here in Germany. Just crossing the street, there's a supermarket, and the same people is working there. And they saw my wife pregnant and the kid growing, and every day mostly, and they don't even say hello and nothing. It's just everyone is anonymous, and even when you go for a walk, you don't see the same people twice. It's super strange and unnatural. Then the instrumental is like, for me, it's always the same with Nightwish. They have their formula and it works. And it works for the fans, and that's it. I think it's more about like the story to be told and the mood, more than to surprise the audience with new music or new challenges, right?
Sorrow hides well in your shell. A fellow man with her to spare.
Look at those hairs! It's like so many long beards. My God. I struggle with these tiny ones that they tickle my nose. Wow, that's a hairy face.
Dear one, here I am to share the fear, an act of kindness without a name and how's the heart?
Well, I guess she encounters a homeless person smiling because of the sorrow below the shell.
Underneath the silence, how's the heart? Drowning in the fire, let us out. Did you love me?
What is a paean? What is a paean? A song of joyful praise or exultation. What is exultation? The act or condition of rejoicing greatly. Similar triumph. Okay.
Come in the fire's warm, burn the rope and dance some more.
What's up with burn the rope? Is that like a tradition kind of thing? Burn the rope? I never heard that before. Also, there's a second, like a lead guitar doing like a unison with that instrument that I still don't know which one it is. This folk instrument. It's just very, 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 very deep in the mix. It's not really coming up because, yeah, when you're mixing, you have to take a list of vertical priorities. You want this to sound and this to help, and you cannot really make everything sound at the same time. So there's still like a guitar kind of like doing an octave or like supporting the tune of that nickel harp or something like that. I think that's my favorite part of the song.
We met where the cliff greets the sea. Shared a story, took the lead. Rose up through the hidden note. You know where you've been there. Now there's one who came from me. A child of light, another tale. Dear one, night will come but not to stay. Oh, why? The answer's in the...
That's a cool thing, like the positivity of it. Like, okay, so first we have an analysis of how things are wrong and we don't like them. And now comes this hope from having a kid that really changes everything, because now you're just trying to feed the next generation with hopes and dreams and education. And that's a really hopeful part of the song. It's not all shit, right? It's a balance of everything.
How's the heart underneath the silence? How's the world drowning in the mire? Let us sound if you've been paying. Come in, the fire's warm. Burn the rope and then some more. Fair winds
Modulation! That was a really cool part also. I really enjoy that a lot because it takes another color. I don't know if it's only a modulation just out of the blue. I think it's also like a scale change because it sounds a bit more like darker. This part is darker and melancholic, and I fucking love melancholy.
How is that heart underneath the silence? How is the one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's warm. How is that heart underneath the silence? How is the one drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's warm.
And here I'm feeling abused. Like, it's a new part, but it's just the same text of the chorus that will just continue replaying until like the rest of the song, which I think, or you write new lyrics or you cut the song earlier.
How's that heart underneath the
Again, the chorus.
How's
They really lost me here.
drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human pain. Come on in. How's that heart
Again.
underneath the silence? How's the world drowning in the mire? Let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's warm. Now the bleeding on some. How's that heart? How's that world drowning in the mire?
Yeah, I got the point. I think also the whole purpose of this formula that works is more like thought for the live experience, you know? Like, you're paying the ticket, you're going to see them, and you want each song to last a bit longer because you also want to sing with them, and the chorus is the most enjoyable part of any song because it's easy to sing along, and I think that's more like a community experience more than just going, watching and using your brain. It's more about feeling together, so singing together in communion with the band and with the other fans must be like an incredible feeling, and I think that's why these songs are made in this way, right? Also, let's not forget that this is folk music with metal sound. So you really have to think this is music that is intended to be played different with other like acoustic instruments, and that will be totally different. But since we have this metal thing, it all tends to sound less dynamic, more compressed, and more like a long thing. But I would really like to listen like a folk version of this. I think I will enjoy that a lot. What are your thoughts? What's your favorite song of Nightwish? I want to know a bit more and see, like, try to understand them a bit more, because I mean, at the moment I'm just reacting from a very distant point, but I think the more songs I check, the more I will get them. I'm not really trying to force it. If you look at my previous videos, I try a bit, and then if it's not my thing, then I just move forward. Yeah, my intention is not to like talk shit about anyone. All music is good, all music is valid, even Yoko Ono. No, Yoko Ono is not, that's still forbidden. That was it, that was my reaction. I'm looking forward to read your comments. There's a lot of information you always bring to the table, and it's so satisfying to read the comments of those fans who know everything and every tiny symbolic thing. So now I'm done with this reaction, but I will be doing a second one on another song of Nightwish, and that will go first to the Patreon and then later to the YouTube channel. If you just finished this reaction and you want to see another one, go to my Patreon. It's gonna be there like at the same time that this one. Sayonara! There's new music coming up. It's gonna be like a progressive kind of Dream Theater meets Opeth and Jethro Tull and Focus. So I'm really looking forward to finish the mix, which is gonna happen in the next weeks. See you later.